My name is Nancy Wertz, and I'm reading from Ernest Holmes' essay, Fear and Punishment, and from Living the Science of Mind, one of my favorite books. Unfortunate as it may be, there is no question but that one of the great fundamental fears of the whole human race is the belief in hell and in future punishment. And probably more sorrow, human suffering, and morbidity have come from this one belief than all the others combined. It is time for us to clarify the situation and realize that the God of love cannot hate, the God of life cannot destroy, the God of good cannot desire evil. It is on this basis that we should create a great hope and faith. We should be willing to admit that we are punished by our mistakes, and in common sense recognize that while we continue our mistakes, we must of necessity continue to suffer. But always with the certainty in mind that when light comes, darkness disappears. When forgiveness comes to our own mind, we are forgiven. When we are willing to give, we shall receive. When we learn how to enter into heaven, we shall leave everything unlike heaven behind us. The divine peace is not disturbed by any hymn of hate, nor is the majesty and might of the eternal presence distributed by our thoughts of discord. There is another thought that Jesus gave us, which we should not overlook. He said that the kingdom of heaven is at hand. It is here and now. It is not something to wait for, something that is going to happen by and by. It is at hand. The question is, are we seeing it? Are we actually beholding it as he did in the here and now? The reason that Jesus forgave people their sins is that he recognized that the fear and morbidity that had been building up throughout the ages because people were afraid of God. They feared him rather than loved him. And Jesus forgave them all these mistakes and told them to think the whole thing over again until they finally realized that God is love, God is life, God is peace, God is joy, God is givingness, God is forgiveness.